Do you ever deal with passive-aggressive behavior at work? In this video, I'm going to give you 3 things that as a leader you must do to shut down passive-aggressive behavior in your workplace. Hi, I'm Beth Strathman. Welcome to my channel where I offer common sense leadership solutions so simple your employees will practically lead themselves. On this channel, I offer a wide variety of leadership solutions, techniques, strategies. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. Also, at the end of this video, I'm going to offer you a great bonus tool that will help you deal or have conversations with people who might be exhibiting passive-aggressive behavior. So stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll give you the information for that. So what is passive-aggressive behavior? Well, in a nutshell, passive-aggressive behavior is where you're really thinking or wanting one thing, but you behave in a completely different way, and often your behavior is meant to stick it to someone else. You're really, underneath it all, you're upset about it, about something that's going on. So I wrote down a couple of examples here of what I mean when I say passive-aggressive behavior. Things like when people conveniently forget to do things, oh, I forgot, I'm sorry. Or they don't follow through on things and pretend like, oh, I didn't know you wanted me to do that. Other things, gossiping and spreading rumors. That's passive-aggressive behavior. Passive-aggressive because you're upset with the way someone behaved or something they said, except you're not addressing it with them directly. You're talking about them behind their back. Other things, complaining a lot about other people but never taking the steps to get things resolved, and making sarcastic comments. Now, there are some people who have a kind of a sarcastic sense of humor. Maybe some of that's passive-aggressive, but sometimes it's just part of the camaraderie around the office. But this is where there's something more going on behind the scenes or under the surface. So what do you do about passive-aggressive behavior? I would say the first thing to do is to make sure that you have the expectation of how people should behave, particularly in meetings, but with each other certainly throughout the workplace. The other thing you can do as part of having this expectation is that you have to be a good role model of the kind of behavior that you expect of people. So if you're exhibiting passive-aggressive behavior, it's probably not a good thing to be doing. You need to start thinking about the way you're coming across and being more forthright with your communication and the way that you deal with people. So be a good role model for it. Secondly, I would say call it like you see it. When someone's behaving passive-aggressively, usually in private, take them aside and talk to them about it. For example, I heard the comment that you made in the meeting, and I just want to let you know that sounded a bit passive-aggressive. What's going on? And how could you have handled that situation differently and more directly? You could also, in some passive-aggressive behavior, you might want to call out in public small little things. For example, if you're in a meeting and someone rolls their eyes at somebody else's comment, you might want to just say to them, Jim, Jane, John, whoever, I noticed that you just rolled your eyes at that comment. What is it about that comment that so-and-so made that maybe you disagree with or you have something to say about? So, you decide. I think most things you can probably easily handle in private. But if you're in the middle of a meeting and you want to get everything out on the table, calling out small things in public might be appropriate. And the third thing is it will be helpful if you highlight less popular perspectives or dissenting opinions when you're in meetings. That way you get everything out on the table. I think a lot of times people feel like they aren't being heard, and so they get passive aggressive, and it's easy not to hear the people who are in the minority on an issue. So make sure that you are ferreting out disagreement, different opinions in your meetings so that everybody has an opportunity to air their perspective, put everything out on the table, and then they'll be less likely to try to do those passive aggressive behaviors either in or outside the meeting later on. So I also talked about a bonus tool that I'm offering that will help you have these kind of conversations with people if you have to talk to them about their passive aggressive behavior. And it's my How to Confront Without Being Confrontational conversation planner. This planner is designed to help you pre-plan, to think through what you're going to say to somebody so that you have a productive conversation instead of sort of getting in the middle of something that maybe you don't get all of the things that you want to say expressed. So get that. I'll put a link below where you can get that. And also in the comments below, let me know what's your experience dealing with passive aggressive in the workplace, passive aggressive behavior in the workplace. What was going on and what did you do about it, or what happened when you didn't do something about it? Put it down there in the comments, and you can also connect with other people who subscribe to this channel there. I guess that's it. So till next time, this is Beth Strathman with Common Sense Leadership Solutions so simple your employees will practically lead themselves.